And welcome everybody to the final match of tonight of the Metroid Randomizer tournament. I'm up 82. I'm joined by Pyro, aka Chris. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Little tired, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see another race, or getting the chance to do that today.
Yeah. And right now we got Sasquatch versus Elias Thompson. They are both. Let's see. Where are they? 2-1. Yeah, they're both 2-1. So.
And I know for runner's agreement, all nothing items are replaced with ice spreaders. Otherwise, just the same as usual. And finally, worth noting, Gollop is tracking for us today. He's one of the most consistent trackers in the team, so very lucky and happy to have him here tonight.
Yeah, they.
I am so sorry.
No problem.
Thank you for the correction.
No problem. They've started in the race time, and we're counting down now.
That's a really good point. They're in different Randomizer versions.
It doesn't matter as long as it's 3.1.x.
Yeah, I think it's just a minor change in the UI. Here's hoping.
So we got vanilla start at landing site. I'm gonna see space jump first and see what it gives us. Oh. Fast falling off there. Elias getting grappled. Doesn't that happen a lot today? I feel like I've heard that happening at least once or twice today.
Was that wave beam behind the ship?
I didn't catch it.
Sasquatch just gunning for it, not even checking.
Yeah, he's trying to grapple with the situation that he fell off and maybe lost a little bit of time, so he's trying to catch up.
I wonder if we'll actually see any use with grapple beam today.
Probably if there's a missile on grapple edge.
Yeah, that would be nice and convenient to have. It definitely looked like something that wasn't missiles behind the ship, that's for sure.
Wait, we didn't get a cutscene, did we? Oh yeah, we did. Oh, that looks like supers.
And it looks like a ball up on the ledge.
And a missile in the half pipe. It's probably going to be a missile in Hive Mecha. Or Totem, if not Space Jump.
Any predictions for our runners tonight, Op?
Not yet.
Same. Usually this is where we do our fun predictions of saying, oh, Fardus or Mega Pirate. But I think we're just going to have to wait and see how it goes tonight.
And we got Space Jump on Hive Totem. So it's going to give us the half-pipe missile.
Yeah, both runners are pretty decent at the randomizer, I would say, at the very least.
Yeah.
Oh, Sasquatch almost got stuck in the falling terrain there. If you go under those blocks too quickly when they collapse on you, you're stuck.
Yeah, it's happened to me more times than I care to admit.
Particularly when you find the space jump there, I find it seems to happen to me if I'm not
Yeah,
careful.
yeah. Just kind of stick a little bit to the left and like don't dash. That, unless you really know what you're doing.
Oof, Sasquatch having a nice look at that. They're at the same amount of health.
Huh. Good catch.
Any projections, chat, today? Oh, that was a nice attempt there from Sas, but unfortunately slipped up a little there. There's a really neat way. I've only recently found out that getting to that ledge. And Sas actually checked the vault there. I actually did miss it because I was paying attention to Elias there for a sec.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's in that tree.
Our first extra item, so to speak. And the half-pipe missile was the actual launcher. So
Yeah.
the first intended missile to get. While there's no visual difference between missile expansions and the missile launcher is the intended first one. And there's our bombs by Elias. Sas getting a little low on energy here. And wow, that wasp was just gutting for him there.
Yeah. Seems to be Sass's specialty. Almost dying.
Oh gosh, don't jinx.
He's giving us many a heart attack.
Farm health, please. Farm health, please.
Oh, he's got that E-tank right there.
Yeah. Always nice to find early on.
Ooh.
Elias opting to get these checks out of the way now. Back where he just was, because you never know. It's so easy to forget these bomb checks.
Yeah, especially this one coming up.
And plus with the missile launcher, you can also do a few other checks here too. Like the wall and behind Mecha. Oh, our first artifact.
Yeah, the only runner's agreement is replace nothings with ice spreaders. Excuse me.
Ooh, a PB expansion. So power bomb checks are still not in logical play due to how Randomizer works, but it doesn't. But the runners are still able to do those checks now that they have that power bomb. I think Sasquatch will be collecting it any moment now too. Like, it'd be a bit odd for him to turn around here. And Elias is going to demonstrate the warp to start, I believe. So yeah, just holding both triggers down and selecting no at a save station will warp you back to your starting location, in this case, the landing site ship.
Make sure you hold until the text comes up, or else it might not register. It's happened to Diggle a lot. Actually, even had to. She gave up and just like manually walked back.
Really?
Yeah.
That little panic, I guess.
Hmm.
Or-
Magmore play?
Yeah, Elias could do it.
Do lava
I don't
lake.
know.
End up back at Root Cave and then back into Chozo if you need to.
Hmm.
I was like doing a quick little run through there.
You could, yeah, going for Root Cave as well, but the only catch is you have to climb. What was Boost Ball?
Boost. Okay. Or better yet, go through Root Cave first and then end up back at Sun Tower.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. With the only slow thing going that route is having to climb Burn Tower, but it otherwise makes sense. We've got our first route diversions here. Sasquatch has decided to press on through Chozo, whereas Elias is, as we've seen, more back to start. And Sasquatch, of course, didn't see the item behind the ship, so doesn't know the boost ball's there. To answer chat, you actually can combine Prime Hack with Randomizer. All right, here's our hints.
Furnace, Dynamo, Battery Hall, Flabra.
Wow, every single artifact is in Chozo. What the heck?
All these progressions can be spread out.
That's incredible, though. Like, not a single artifact outside of Chozo. Well, I guess we know where Elias is going to go next. Then again, knowing that oh no, Sasquatch has run out of missiles and it's just trying to find them for Dynamo, I bet.
Oh, that's painful.
There we go. So yeah, on one hand, knowing all the artifacts and Chozo runes, man, that really does throw a wrench into what to do next, because you're gonna need Spider Ball. Or you might need Spider Ball for Dynamo. You very likely want it for Upper Furnace. I wouldn't want to do Upper Furnace without Spider Ball anyway. It could be lower Dynamo. But yeah, we'll find out any second now.
Yep. Yep.
Oh snap! Yeah.
Dynamo.
Oh wow, power bombs on the Elias's end, which means power bomb checks are now in logic.
Yep. Ah,
Whoopsie daisy.
didn't fall too far down there.
All right, take two. Didn't get far enough forward there. There you go. Oops, still stuck. This is not in logic, what Elias is doing. Not only is the out of bounds nor the X-ray, I mean, let's start again. Elias would need X-ray visor and plasma beam for that check. And the main power bombs, you're correct there too. X-ray would be required first.
Yeah, and there's our spiders, so that's our upper dynamo access.
And our upper furnace. So Elias is turned around and decided to go towards Chozo runes.
Yeah. It's best to hold off on Magmore for now.
So at this point, the only question is for Elias. I'm just trying to think. Other than the beams and the phase on suit, do we need anything else? No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so we're just... All we need now is phase on suit and free beams, and we're done. Wow, this is... Like, not to jinx it, I've just jinxed it. This is going to be such a fast seed otherwise.
Fast start at least.
Yeah, which can be a bit of a dread in itself, because then it's all... Oh, another visor. Or our first visor. There's our X-ray, so now power bombs are in logic. Not that it really matters at this point with how fast the seed is opened up. Hello, Diggle.
Yep, all Chozo artifacts. Still not much knowledge on the upgrades though. Got all 3 ball upgrades and... Yeah.
And Elias has opted to do Sun Chamber reverse, which means we're going to be able to see Flarga done very quickly.
Nice BSJ by Sass. Wonder if we'll see him do the spiderless method for getting this. Looks like he's going for it.
Oh boy. I don't know if Sass really has forgotten about the spider ball, or if oh my, going for it. Oh, this is not an easy trick on Sass's end. And meanwhile, Elias is doing, as I say, Flarga from the back end, so doesn't have to deal with any fight back from Flarga.
And he gets it.
Oh my gosh, wow, that is...
Well done.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like that. That is a really difficult trick. At least that's one I don't feel comfortable doing.
Me neither. Only done it once.
Unfortunately for Sass, he'll still need that spider ball for Dynamo though. Our beams must be in Magmore or Fendrana, or at least one of them is. Yeah, Sass is finally electing to warp to start.
Yeah, you should get a spider soon now.
Looks like I didn't see an artifact there on Elias' side. Sasquatch getting his boost bill.
Elias getting some E for his troubles. Better than
Alright.
Mitchell.
Down he goes the spider ball track to trigger the ghosts in a second. And back Elias will go to get the artifact. And Sass going for the various suit now. Nicely acquired with the slope jump method. Fortunately, Elias has the super missile, so it's not too difficult with the ghosts here, or it's not too time consuming.
Yeah. If Sass ever gets up there with X-ray to make it even easier.
Yeah, and Elias is doing the correct actions to optimize the ghosts. Just, like one super missile and one charged beam is enough to take care of them. Sasquatch is finally getting his hints. I suppose Elias will probably opt to go and collect the rest of the artifacts in Chozo.
Yeah, it makes sense. You want it to come back.
Yep, and then if you do find your beams and phase suit, you can... Oh! Invisible missile door. But yeah. If you find all the artifacts, then once you finally find your final progression item, you can literally just warp to start, which helps for routing. Elias opting to check magma pool. Of course, we have the grapple beam first item, so this is not as difficult as I was expecting it to be. The second adventure. Just a missile for the troubles.
Magma pool itself usually tends to be nothing, in my experience.
Yeah,
Tempting to check though.
Yeah, between needing the various suit, the grapple beam, and the power bombs, it's an odd assortment of items required for anything logically to be placed there.
Yeah, ideally you'd want to wait till you get wave, but it's not always a reliable strategy.
Especially if your wave beam ends up there.
Yeah.
Alright, Sasquatch getting the out of bounds here. Yeah, we're seeing great execution from both runners here tonight.
Yeah.
Or whatever time it is, wherever you may be watching. Sasquatch collecting the spider ball.
Looks like we're getting a Magmore play. Just probably gonna run through back to Sun Tower.
Meanwhile, Elias collecting the third artifact. And then Watery Hall, we know, has an artifact. And Elias collecting another ice spreader. For our entertainment, I am sure.
It's a cool item. Gotta get it.
Oh my gosh, get out of here, Elf. Wow, that was a great dash in Sass's end.
Yeah, for Upper Dynamo, personally, I would say it's a little early for a rando because that location tends to end up being late, depending on where Spider is. Excuse me.
It's always an inconvenient item to check later.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's dead center in Chozo. And if you don't have Spider Ball, backtracking there can be a pain.
Yeah.
Not that you have any choice if you don't have Spider Ball. It looks like Sasquatch possibly going to Fendrana or just checking what this item is. We'll find out soon enough. Oh no! Mother was up the bubble jump? The bomb jump. That is, can't say I've ever called it that before.
Oh. Wow, that's just gonna magnetize him to Fendrana.
Yeah, definitely.
Could be planning on going back out front.
Yeah, just quickly doing the ice checks, Fendrana Canyon, etc. Yeah, I would still collect the missile expansions right now. They can still be handy. Again, just like energy tanks, they exponentially get less useful as you collect them. Ooh, there's our wave beam.
Where'd it go?
Aw. I thought that was ice beam too.
Yeah, I almost got excited.
Yeah. 2 beams in one room, that would have been quite something. Oh, is that our ice beam? I think that might have been our ice beam there.
He's going for it. There's gotta be something. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this was the right play.
And then Elias getting the 5th artifact, I believe. And then the 6th artifact will be in Lower Furnace. Essentially, Elias will have all the artifacts. Sasquatch has all the beams. And both runners have X-ray visor, which will help with the final bosses. And if the Phazon suit ends up behind a Megapire or on a Megapire, well, they'll be good on that front too. As yes, the X-ray visor, the only check that's locked is Omega Pirate and behind it, because you need the X-ray visor to damage it. But yes, it does bring up the dreaded question: where's the Phazon suit?
Yeah, and where do you start? I mean, arguably, words. arguably, you could start with mines. But, it's a pretty long check to commit to.
Yeah, so statistically, well, on one hand, the phase of mines is slow to clear. Just the nature of how long it takes to acquire each item. But statistically speaking, there's higher odds of the phase-on suit being placed there. At least that's what I was aware of the last time I checked Randomizer odds. So the runners will definitely have that in the back of their minds.
For sure.
Elias now opting to go to Magmar. As pointed out in chat, with the change of how the artifacts are placed, this might have changed to the statistical odds of where the face-on suit could be. I mean, at the end of the day, we are talking about random chance, so it could be anywhere, really.
Yeah. And even that statistical likelihood can't always be trusted because, anecdotal example, I have found phase-on in other areas enough times to not always trust that first instinct to go to mines. Which then in turn gets me in trouble because it ends up being in mines when I try to outsmart it.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Sasquatch is going through the Thardus play. This is sure an interesting play, alright.
Yeah. Did he save? I wasn't looking.
I don't believe so, no.
Getting primed.
Oh my gosh, Sasquatch really getting trolled here.
Just bomb.
Bomb it, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, this is definitely a gamble on Sasquatch's end, because Thardus takes a while. But then again, you have Plasma Beam, have Power Bombs.
And this could end up being a happy accident. Phase-on being here.
If Thardus has, that's a huge play if that would be the case. Now, I don't know if, well, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say Thardus might not logically be in play, but it doesn't really matter at this point. And yeah, you can still use bombs to reveal the weak spots. Let's bring up a curious question where the thermal visor and the gravity suit is.
We are getting a check from Elias that we haven't seen yet. E10. Ah.
Alright. Elias, I think we'll be going to Rando.
Yeah.
Which is the correct play. As seen on Sasquatch's side. Funnily enough, if Sasquatch knew what Elias was doing, I definitely agree with doing this. Well, maybe not. Like, who knows? It all depends on where the face-on suit is. our tracker has taken a guess, Gollop. If Phazon Suit's going to be somewhere, it might be Fungal Hall access.
Tends to be there a lot.
Alright, moment of truth. What is on Thardis?
Oh, that's too bad. At least we got a route open.
Yeah, so now that Thardis is gone, you can easily go back and forth between this elevator and the front end of Vendrona. Oh look, another ice spreader.
Yeah, just let them spread out across the game.
And Elias is about to collect their beams. There's the wave beam collected. Ooh, is Sasquatch going to mines? Not sure about this. Like, labs have so many checks, item density wise. I think Sasquatch is going for all the risky plays here. That or going with the Phazon mines gut.
Phazon mains.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, same here.
Or we're just memeing it up for chat. And that is Ice Beam for Elias. Alright, Sasquatch going for the plasma processing check. This is a little bit of a slower check, but you might as well get it done while you're here. And Elias using the standable terrain. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no! Slips and falls. Yeah, like, using standable terrain to climb that room, but that is unfortunate.
He's not compromised. Actually be headed for well, he did skip a few checks and like before the Twin Fires elevator, so you might be going back for those, and then maybe planning on going into, well, Life Grove.
Yeah, and then,
skipping.
yeah, another, oh, or not. I'm not sure what Sasquatch's play is here.
Just checking those few things he skipped.
Be interesting if Sasquatch returns to the rear end of Chozo and Life Grove, yeah. 'Cause those are checks are not exactly easy to route in with where the beam locations were.
Okay, so he's still skipping Warrior Shrine. He's headed back to Chozo, I swear.
I thought Sasquatch did Warrior Shrine.
Oh, I thought I was thinking of Elias. Or maybe I was. I don't know. It's 10:40. I'm tired.
That's no excuse, you are a commentator. We're professionals, after all. And Elias... No, I'm just... Don't worry. Anyway, my humor is... Look over there, it's a distraction. Elias is doing the labs, meanwhile. Yeah, this is definitely one of the most item-dense areas in Fendrana. At least the back end of the labs. Making quick work of all the pirates in this room, so you can leave. Not even going for the expansion. Sass is in a go-go mood. Alright, let's see what's in Research Lab Hydra.
It's like another power bomb.
Yeah, nothing important for Elias. And this is one of the problems for Sasquatch coming from Magmar this direction, is climbing this room is tedious, to say the least. Nicely done, Elias. The observatory dash, making quick work of this room. And a nice R jump there, clearing the gap. And gathering another E-tank for the troubles. Gravity suit is not needed for phasing, no. All our runners need at this point is the phasing suit. If the phasing suit happens to be chilling in the crashed frigate, then it might be nice to have the gravity suit to explore that area. But let's see. And yeah, just to clarify, as chat pointed out, gravity suit isn't actually required at all for our current loadout. They can fully explore the frigate. It's just nice to have.
Yeah. So it's doing a little powerbomb trick to hit 2 slots by lining up some visual cues and then morphing and bombing. Get it right, you can get it. Oh god. You can hit 2 at a time and speed up the fight.
Definitely. Did he get it there?
Looked like it.
Yeah. Kudos to him. Got a good race here. And the labs are dry. What looked to be an insanely fast jet seed has been cursed by the phasing suit yet again.
You jinxed it. You said so yourself.
I did indeed. Hope you all have your cup of cocoa ready, boys and girls. Elias waiting for Fred the Metroid to make the appearance.
Yeah, tends to grab you and make you face it if you don't. Looks slow, but it's best to just like get it out of the way. Unless you're confident in just dashing past it.
Mm-hmm. To answer chat's question, thermal visor technically could appear in quarantine monitor, but the odds of it happening are incredibly slim. Because that would be the randomizer would only do that if it couldn't place the item anywhere else. It tends to try and not lock items behind themselves unless there's no other opportunities to place an item and it's not required at all in the seed. And I don't know if the game logically expects you to have them for the essence fight. But if there was a single thermal visor check, then it would be impossible. Thank you for clarifying, Gollop. With our tournament with these settings, it does expect both visors for essence. So yeah, it's impossible for thermal visors to be there. Our tracker's doing a great job keeping us on top of things and these details.
On track?
I meant I didn't mean to make the pun.
I mean,
we'll be here all night, boys and girls. And Sasquatch collecting that artifact from the ghosts. This still could be anyone's race. Sasquatch about to collect the last artifact for their playthrough. Going to Dynamo for it. Nice hard jump from Elias there. Skipping that morph ball maze. Elias still committing and collecting ice spreaders. And there's our 6th artifact for Sasquatch. Now here's a question. Do you think Elias will now take on the rock?
so he might be.
At the very least, go to check the check behind. Going for it.
Just got nothing to lose at this point. Might as well check him where he can.
This is the last check in Fendron to check for Elias, so yeah, I understand it.
Yeah, like, who wants to backtrack here after everything else?
Sasquatch electing to warp back to start potentially, or at least saving. We haven't seen a training chamber yet.
Looks like you might be headed there now.
I wonder if the save was like thinking, okay, I'm gonna do the magma pool dash, not realizing that he already has grapple beam. Because I literally did the same thing earlier with Elias, going, oh, this is gonna be risky, and then remembering that grapple beam was their first item. Checks we haven't seen yet. Sorry to disappoint, chat. Both our runners have already done Flarga because they already knew that Sun Chamber had an artifact, and it turned out to be ghosts. So the OP dream is still alive, though.
Looks like we're getting a tower chamber check now.
This is interesting.
Probably gonna head in the back Chozo and then Life Grove after that.
And I'm sure people are aware of this by now, but in case you're tuning in for the first time for a randomizer race, welcome. The Tower Light check will never drop anything because the concept of missile expansions currently don't exist in Randomania, and you need 40 missile expansions to acquire that item. So for now, it will never have anything. That being said, if it had a progression item there, you would know that nothing would be locked behind that. But we already have pretty much every progressive item.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, SAS is reset. Faster to get back to the save station, I suppose. It's not too much of a time gain, but it's still faster to do this, I think. Elias's turn to check plasma processing. So statistically speaking, I think Elias has done more checks than Sasquatch currently. However, Sasquatch is currently on his way to check checks that we haven't seen yet. Whereas we already know the checks Elias is checking right now are barren. Alright, crossway, just a missile. And it looks like Elias might be heading towards the mines. This is really interesting because our runners are coming in from opposite sides at this point. Where the only wrench I see being for both of them is the frigate itself. So this is a really interesting play from Elias' side, going into the deep mines. I'm curious to see... Ooh, Sas getting sniped there. I'm curious to see if Elias will opt to actually clear the entirety of lower mines, or just partially. Oh, poor Sasquatch, missing both super missiles and now's out of missiles. Might want to go to the missile refill station after this.
Is that a...
Oh, snap.
Wow. That's
well
for Elias.
And on that note, this is Elias' race to lose at this point. Like, something catastrophic would have to happen for Elias at this point to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, go mode before sub-hour. Oof, getting sniped by the pirates. The stress must be paramount right now. Yeah, Elias attempting to do the climb here. Nicely done, nicely done. Yeah, Sasquatch just opting to skip that E-tank, which I completely agree at this point. Alright, so Elias, yeah, just gunning it to the save station to warp to start. Oh, taking the slightly risky jump over the elevator. Sasquatch out of missiles, getting infuriated, not even checking antechamber, just gunning for it, I guess forgetting about the missile station. This has unfortunately been a running trend for Sasquatch this seed, or this run playthrough. And Elias off to fight the final bosses. Now with 6 artifacts in tow to access the final bosses, and all beams in the phasal suit to defeat Metroid Prime.
So he's going for the fly. No. Thought he was going for the flyby skip. He's going for the regular boost. I think the flyby skip might have been a speed run thing because it actually loses RTA.
Yeah, it's faster IGT, but still RTA also.
Yeah. The other reason I hate it is because it forces Ridley to possibly start dashing. Because the cutscene kind of plays into that.
Oh dear, now we're getting the rush charges. And Elias actually not only KOing first aid reduced ball as expected, but also managed to manipulate the AI by hanging out in that corner, so he would avoid the charges. And they started coming after that. Alright, Ridley defeated sub-hour. This is a very jet seed for the most part.
Yeah. To answer a question in chat, I think that's just Omega Pirate.
That was incredibly well done on Sasquatch's side, by the way. The bar skip there, like that is such a difficult trick to pull off. Thank you, Gulp, for pointing that out.
Nice, pulling off the phase encore climb. Very nice. Oh. I like how he waited. It's the safest thing to do, because if you're trying to jump while they latch, then they can pull you down.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. Alright, this is the first sub-chamber for EXO. Got your normal and wave phase to worry about.
And the next one you'll get ice added, and then plasma added, and then all completely random for the fourth.
It's a little fun fact, yeah, there are differences between the because I noticed chat's talking about the differences between the PAL version and the Wii version. Yeah, power bombs can instantly kill beam troopers in the PAL version of the GameCube version, and I think it's the Wii version. They've also changed the ice parts so they can no longer be frozen, which makes them a lot more difficult to deal with. And yes, for the tournament settings, the randomizer count, the artifact count is set to 6, being required, not 12, like the default game. Just makes it a little more interesting, a little more exciting. Because if you have 12 artifacts to look for in this game, it kind of, you end up pretty much full clearing the game every time.
Yeah, streamlines the process.
Yeah, it's typically for EXO you want to be close by to manipulate him into swiping and to avoid him using different attacks on you. Like, there you go, like the ball attack right there. Something that's interesting is after the first 2 sub-chambers, every time you touch EXO, you'll actually flinch. Whereas if in the first 2 sub-chambers, or at least the first one, if you accidentally bump into EXO, you will not flinch your cannon.
It's really annoying to really screw up the rhythm of your shots.
And to answer chat's question, yes, Sasquatch is still looking for the phasing suit, which is unfortunately in the complete opposite side of our hands. Phase in suit, resume phase in process, etc. Oh, Sasquatch getting down. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how certain regions fix certain things in their own way. For example, in that previous room, Sasquatch was in for the artifact of warrior. In the PAL version? Okay, I'm forgetting which version does which, but one of the versions simply just locks the doors, so you have to collect the artifact. Whereas the other version actually makes... Yeah, he's getting a little elf here. Whereas the other version, you can leave the room, but the artifact will not despawn. You can just come and collect it anytime you like. And then in the original version, if you leave the room for collecting the artifact, it's gone forever, and you will never be able to finish that playthrough. So don't do that. There are also changes to the scan lore. Oh gosh, Sasquatch, please. Farm health, please.
I almost thought he died for a second there because of the static.
Yeah, earlier on in the seed, I had this in my fault in Fenjana, and I was like, oh, it's just the bomb dude. Yeah, like, some GameCube games have different revisions, but Metroid Prime just has so many between its different console releases too. And Sasquatch not getting any energy. Lovely. Popping that low 10 energy. Nicely done. Skipping the fight. And Sasquatch is going to find the face and suit. But he's probably too. And that is correct, chat. The original NTSC version had the glitch. There we go. Clicking the face and suit. Whereas Player's Choice fixed it in its own unique way versus the PAL and Japanese ones. Also, something else that I'm not 100% sure on is the lore changes. I don't know if that's a difference in the future re-releases or if it's just a difference between the regions. The main differences being when Pixel was discovered by the pirates, it's like Another fun little fact, there's a free missile, 5 missile, or sorry, is it 3 missiles? There's different missile ammo you can drop in the game. In the PAL version, like 15, 10, etc. Whereas, of course, yep.
Oh, that's nice to me.
Yeah, and they have different little models as well.
I don't think they carried over the trilogy. I don't remember seeing that.
I don't think they did. We're seeing, focusing on the run here. We're seeing Essence doing the animation interrupts. This is time for Elias.
And Sasquatch is forfeited. Excuse me.
Welcome, and congratulations, Elias.
Hello, and thank you.
How are you feeling?
A little relieved. If I had lost that one, I would have been in hot water. But now I feel better.
Yeah. And hello, Sasquatch. Welcome to the booth.
Hello.
Yeah, so how are you feeling about that seed?
On artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was debating as soon as I went back into workstation to head into mines immediately. That would have made it a little bit closer.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Just so Elias knows, Sasquatch just found the phase-on suit, which was his grow mode item.
Ah, yeah. Classic tournament seed, just phase on mode for half the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once you both came out of Findrana, you both chose like opposite paths. And that made all the difference.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Where did you go after Findrana?
So I still had Furnace, or Upper Dynamo and Sun Chamber. So I went back to grab my artifacts, and then I did the rest of Chozo. Went out and did Life Grove. I was gonna check Antechamber and Overgrown Cavern, but I ran out of missiles.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
So I went into Life Grove and just decided I'm just gonna move on. Did Upper Mines, then went into PPC, found my phase-on, and then I warped to start to ship save as soon as you finished.
Yeah. I warped to start pretty early on. I think as soon as I got most of the main plaza upgrades and got to went back to Hive Mecha, I went back to the save and warped. So I got the artifact hints then and just doubled down on just clearing Chozo as much as I could just to get those artifacts out of the way so that I could just focus on beams and phase-on suit. And I think that probably is what informed me to just push phase-on mines hard there at the end and pick up phase-on suit, and then warp back.
Yeah, so I did all the way up to Furnace, then warped to start, got my Varia and Spider Ball, chose to go in through Twin Fires, cleared up through Fiery Shores, and then went into Findrana immediately.
That might have made the difference then Spider
after...
Ball. Because I got Spider Ball before going to the rest of Chozo in Talon, and then I came back and was able to get them all at once.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then I went back, cleared the front of Magmort into Reverse Flagra, and then full cleared Chozo and went in through Life Grove to Mines. So,
I just want to point out.
Hopefully, it was a good race for most of it.
Yeah, both of you did pulled off lots of difficult techniques. Sass, I was really impressed with getting the upper furnace item without Spider. And also, as Galt pointed out, the bar skip first try. Really well done.
Nice.
Yeah. I was also glad I got the double-double on Flagra.
That's also nice. I've never even attempted that. Of course, I don't think I had main PBs when I did Flagra.
And just humorously pointed out, Thermovisor was a cargo freight lift to deck Gamma. And
oh boy.
And Galt took a bet or a guess that the phase-on suit would be at Fungal Hall axis, and it turned out that that was the gravity suit location.
Yeah, gravity suit was deeper in mines, and I think flamethrowers and frigate as well. So fun,
Also,
fun placement.
both of you decided to do farthest as well, to no avail.
Well, I attempted the Thardus skip, which I'm for the most part consistent with, but of course I missed it in a race.
I had already cleared, like, fully cleared the front part of Chozo and was about to fully cleared Vendrana. So I was like, I'm just going to do Thardus so I can put Vendrana out of my mind and not have to think about it and just commit to mines after that. Thanks for the missiles, Rock Monster.
Sasquatch could have used them because it wasn't just the back end of Chozo, but I noticed when you were going towards Dynamo the first time, Sasquatch not having missiles there. It's just trying to find them
Yeah,
anywhere again.
I had one missile going into Watery Hall. Yeah, my ammo management wasn't that great this seed.
Yeah, the beginning of the seed, the unspoken difficulty with a front-loaded seed is that, like, you just lack missile expansions. And so if you're used to just using missiles everywhere, you can be in hot water pretty quick. I got supers right away and used it on the tree. I had to farm some beetles and was thankfully able to get a pickup so I could keep using missiles to open doors after that.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
One of those rare times where you wish the PAL version 15 missile drop existed.
Sometimes.
Yes, sometimes being the keyword. Need a power bomb? Here's 15 missiles. But yeah, did you have any particular favorite moments in this seed?
I breathed a sigh of relief when I read the hints, because almost every practice I did with these settings had like 4 or 5 artifacts in mines. And so I just saw like it all in Chozo. I was like, that's a nice break. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think that about wraps it up for us.
Yeah,
Just want to give
GG's Elias.
Yeah, GG as well. That made me work for it.
And yeah, just a shout out again to Gallop. I cannot understate how good a tracker Gallop is. Consistently correcting little minor things, and just also being able to do audio as well, like switching the streams at times. Like, just fantastic job overall.
Gallop is the unsung hero of this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. I really tip my hat off to Gallop. And of course, SpeedGaming as well for hosting us, particularly at this late time. I think everyone here had a good time. We had a good turnout. And yeah, we're going to go into the next round of Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament races. So we've got a few more tomorrow. And then I think we're on to the final Swiss round. Is that correct?
Two
Maybe
more.
two more.
Yeah.
Yes, I cannot keep track. But yes, my name is Christopher Foss, or Pirate Paper Planes.
All right.
Yeah! Try that again.
I'm Bob 82. And we'll see you next mission.
Thanks, guys.
See you then.
See ya.
Some rest.
Thanks.